What's happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. Match reaction time, and wow, I, I don't even know where to start with that. We've got a lot to get through today. Cardiff City 2, Leeds United 2, FA Cup third round. We head to a replay back to Ellen Road. Back to Ellen Road for a replay, man. So, Nate, Jesse looks like he needs therapy. Some of the things today, a coach can't legislate for. Some of the things that we've seen today, a coach can't legislate for. They're his tactics, by all means, but Lord have mercy, there were some poor performances out there today, especially in the first half, and we'll get into it. But to fight back, to keep on fighting the way that they did, gonna give them credit for that, but it should never have got to that stage. We were up against a very, I mean, Cardiff aren't even the best team in the champ regardless, but they made, like, what was it, 8 changes? Gavin Parry saying a plane from Germany just turned back. Yeah, and Nabino saying Aronson needs to sit out for a game or two. I know he does. Again, a game that you thought he could probably play himself into some kind of form. He wasn't good today. He wasn't good, but he wasn't alone. We're going to get through it. Cade, Christensen. We're going to talk about all 4 of the defenders today. And the thing is, I saw Firpo's name being mentioned a lot, but I think he was the best out of the 4. That's not a very high bar to clear, but it is what it is. We just have to make everything so hard. And listen, let me just say as well, there's no hindsight with it. I like the lineup today. I thought it was a good lineup for the Cardiff team that we were against. I thought there was more than enough in there to beat Cardiff today. And I thought that give a chance to some players to really show what they were about. And I don't think some of them did that today. I don't. I think some of them have probably made it even more clear that they probably shouldn't be here. I don't know. Darren Wong is saying Firpo's second half attacked very well. He did. I mean, it was night and day from his first half performance. His first half performance wasn't good. Yeah, I mean, listen, there was players going with him, and then he'd stop running. I noticed that about 3 times with Firpo. He'd follow somebody, but then just stop following them, and that player would go into free space. But that's not it. He wasn't the worst culprit today. He wasn't, and we'll get into it. Luke W saying Drama needs to be playing more playing time. That's for sure. I think he played in the under-21s a couple of days ago, which I was very surprised about because he should have started today. I think if he had started over Christensen, I thought it would have probably looked a lot better. Christensen, for me, again, looked kind of a bit like when he first got here, like Bambi on ice. He just looks all over the place for me. And when he goes forward, there's not a lot going on there. There was one time where he could have been put through by JB, who I thought had a real good first 20 minutes, but, faded as the game went on. But other than that, I didn't see much of Christian. And then he got twisted up about, I think it was 2 times near the end of the first half. But yeah, it's mad. What just a contrast of emotions in today's game, and that's just a FA Cup third round tie. Nate saying right back is a huge issue for us. Drame looks the best. Yeah, I mean it is an issue for me. I've already said that if Jed Spence is really being made available by Spurs on loan, I would be all over that, especially if we do have departures in Drame going, if he is going to go. And I wouldn't blame him if he does go. I would absolutely look at Jed Spence. Yeah, Stephen is saying Verbal will be a good signing. He was terrific when he came on. But let's go through the first half first of all. Like I say, no real complaints about the starting lineup. I thought it was more than enough to beat Cardiff City. Let me just get this super chat by Chronicles. Shout out to you for the support. Oh, and shout out to G Smith, who's a new member of the channel. Big up for joining the channel. Memberships are in the description if you want to join the channel. Chronicles saying, KG, that handball, knew if they saved that pen, they would have cheated their way out of a goal. But apparently we should feel sorry for plucky Cardiff. Bizarre commentary. I don't really listen to the commentary, Chronicles. Commentary is just not for me. I just don't listen to it. I do something else when I'm watching the game. Well, let me make that clearer. I listen to music when I'm watching the game. So, yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Whoa, Joe Mark. I mean, he did well to finish, but Joe Mark is saying Perkins is the best striker at the club, bar none. That's an amazing shout. Considering Rodrigo has scored the amount of goals he has. B Salter T won't disagree. Gelhardt has never done it for a whole game. He was a ghost. I disagree that he hasn't done it for a whole game, but he was a ghost today. Again, I didn't notice him until around 37 minutes, and that's disappointing because he is being talked about going out on loan, and at this point, it probably is the best option for him, just so he's got a chance to build some confidence, get a run of games. Because right now, you can tell he's not fully trusted by the manager. So it would probably do him good to go out on loan, and we'll keep an eye on that as the month progresses. But yeah, oh man, and Snarl's asking here, what position was Verba playing? Well, when he signed, he did say that he would play left back, centre back, and also in the number 6. So I think he was playing more in midfield today because Firpo was still on the pitch. So I think he was playing more of a midfield role. And, his first touch, he almost smacked one in the goal. I thought he was really impressive when he came on, looked well assured. Hopefully we see more of him as we go along because we definitely need help in that defensive area. It's sickening how we can see goals at times, honestly. It's embarrassing. Cardiff City towards the end of the first half today, Olayin. Come on. It's embarrassing. that is not good enough. That is not good enough. But yeah, I mean, listen, I've got to talk about him because I was pleased to see Pascal Strout being named captain. Pascal has put in a disaster class today. Can't defend it. I can't defend it. He put in a disaster class. It was not good from Pascal today. And it's kind of been a pattern since we've come back from the break of play that he hasn't been as assured that as he was before the break started. He looks so unsure today. And that's even before Cardiff scored. He just looks so unsure of himself in the center of defense, and he moved to centre back today. It was poor from Pascal, and then he gets a yellow card later, much after they scored the first goal. And I think it was out of frustration. I think he knew he was having a stinker. Can't defend it. Pascal needs, whatever's going on with Pascal, he needs to get his head straight and get back to the concentration levels that he had before the break started, because that was not good. It was not good at all. I can't defend it, and I'm a Pascal guy. Can't defend that. Let's see. Jacob Smith, though, is saying, only excuse I'll give Strout for the first goal is that Melier would have come out for it, but he doesn't even look where his keeper is. Better in the second half, but poor today, very poor. Nah, that's not an excuse. That is an excuse. You're right. No, that is an excuse. Can't be blaming Robles, because on their first goal, we talk about Cardiff's first goal. Robles made a real good save on that, and then it should have been cleared, defended easily, no problem. But we made a hash of it, as we always do, and Cardiff get an easy first goal. So for me, that's not on Robles today. Martin saying Pascal's forgotten how to be a centre back. He needs to remember. He needs to remember, because it hasn't been good. Even from that Man City game where a simple ball over the top, he couldn't control it and things like that. It's not like him. So hopefully he gets back to normal ASAP. Has to. And it's like I said in the video earlier, and also if you haven't seen the video earlier of me talking about Jorginho Rota, please go and check that one out after this. But we are locked in with these central defenders, people. We're locked in. We don't have a choice but to go with them for at least the rest of the season, because two of them have signed new contracts. Robin Koch is allegedly signing a new one soon, and Liam Cooper's here. So that is it. And we've got Verba in there as well now. So this is our defensive core. We've got no choice but to use them and try and find out the best combination possible. See, Jack, I don't agree, Jack. He's saying Rudder's penalty was poor. I don't agree with that, because he smacked that. It was more of a good save from the goalkeeper. If the goalkeeper goes the other way, that is bulging the net. I disagree. I thought it was a good penalty, but it was a better save. The best save, though, was from the defender. I mean, if he had got away with that and they won 2-1, that red card's worth it. That was a tremendous save from Firpo's shot. I'm not going to lie. Morek saying, good result considering. Yeah, it is, because Cardiff, from the 20th minute onwards, were probably the best team until the end when we started to pour it on them. And when we made our subs, that's when we look more dangerous. That's when you get the difference in the 27 million pound striker in Rodrigo and what Cardiff don't have. Yeah, the draw is on now. Yeah, let me know who we get in the chat while I'm live. But yeah, JB as well. I thought had a real good start. I thought he was really good in tight spaces, looking to get the ball, passing it forward. He showed lovely touches, but as the game went on, he kind of faded in the background until he got subbed. So, is that more of JB needing more first team minutes as we go forward? I don't know, or does it mean that maybe he should go out on loan? I don't know at this point in time, but I was impressed with what I saw. If you give me a sub, if you give me a choice of sub out of him and Forshaw, I'm putting JB on first. But hopefully there is talk of a new midfielder coming. Hopefully there's a new midfielder coming in. Jamie Lowe saying Verber can at least win tackles and made no mistakes, unlike some. Yeah, he was impressive in his cameo. Of course he was, but we got to see him when he starts games. Got to see him when he starts games, man. Jack Christensen is like a dinosaur. Yeah, I mean, just poor. I mean, he's poor defensively, but non-existent going forward as well. And then obviously Llorente was caught out of positions a couple times. These are just things that we have to. There's no choice. They have to get better than with it. They have to get better as a defensive core. They have to get better together. No one else can change it. We're not buying another centre back at this time. It's not happening. So the solution has to come from within. Let's have a look. Christian saying JB needs more minutes. His passing was around 60% in game. Yeah, and it was only that low because he tries more adventurous passes. I've got no problem with players having low percentage passes when they're looking to break play and break lines. That's fine because it's better than having a 94% rate pass and all you do is pass it 5 yards to your left or to your goalkeeper. I'm fully fine with JB in there. But like I say, I would like to see him get more minutes unless we are getting another midfielder in, which I hope we do, because then that for me would be the full window of January. I wouldn't ask for anything else. And look at this note I put in here. How silly was I? How nice is it to be? How nice is it for the team to be in control and on the front foot? Hey man, it was funny, eh? Oh, gotta listen. Nanto got a lot of love on the stream earlier, and he'll get some today because I thought, right until the end, he was one of the main reason why we even got that equalizer. Brilliant work down the left. Furpo with a very nice touch to Perkins to score the equalizer, but that dive, brother, nah, you can't do that. It was poor dive, and hopefully, when they see the video and they do the video coaching sessions in training, they'll tell him just to not do that again because that was very, very poor from Lanto. Can't excuse that. Their second goal, yeah, I mean, listen, I mentioned it already. Llorente being running behind. It was a nice ball over the top, and Ojo with a nice finish, 2-0. But listen, and that's what I said as well. A good start to the game, undone by a team that hadn't scored in a few games, and they get two in pretty quick succession. It's the Leeds gift. We just give you gifts. We just give you gifts, isn't it? But yeah, obviously, okay, the changes happened. Drame, Verba, Rodrigo on for Christensen, JB, and Somerville. Somerville I think was affected by the earlier challenge, which is something you always worry about in these cup games. But and those three did make a difference. At least with Drame didn't show his full attacking potential today, but at least when he's on the ball, he doesn't look like he's, like I say, Bambi on ice. It's just funny. I just can't get over Christensen's the way he moves his body sometimes. It looks awkward to me. But yeah, it was good to see the changes, and that's what you expect from your subs who have got a bit more experience. Even Verba, who come out and took control of the game in midfield. That's what you need when the team is sinking, and good on them for coming on and making the big difference. Stroud had to score from that Greenwood corner. That was a gilt-edged chance. He had to get that for me, but it is what it is. And I thought Greenwood today as well, by the way, he was quiet in and around open play, but I thought his set pieces and crossing today was pretty good. I don't know how anyone else feels about Greenwood today. Jamie Lowe, Rasmus could be on his way out with Firpo. Imagine that sold in his first 6 months of his Leeds career. I don't think it will be that, but I'm almost resigned to the fact that Drama is going to leave because of the lack of game time. And then obviously Ayling going in the summer, which is the ideal thing for me. But I would then get another right back in to probably start ahead of Rasmus at this point, unless he really is just trying to settle in and he comes back next season and blitzes the league. That's the ideal scenario. But he's he's looked a bit more shaky for me than he has okay overall this year. That's just my opinion. You guys let me know in the comments after. Shouts for Drama to be first choice. I've been saying he should be getting more starts. Let's see what the kid can do. Let's see what we've got. More untapped potential. Let's see what he's got. It can't be any worse than what we've seen between Ayling and Christensen together this season. Uh, Yeah, Jack, it's right. Rasmus can't cushion the ball; it bounced off his foot. He either did that, or there was a really nice pass spread out to him while he was on the right. Just went over his foot, man. I'm not being horrible. It was just a bad defensive performance from the first four, from the starting four. Like people have said, Firpo did get better in the second half and more of attacking threat, but he can't take so long to warm up in games. But that could be a mix of confidence, tactical awareness, and it could be a mix of both of those things. Diggler is saying, does Perkins now get a chance in the league? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think that a goal. I don't think that pushes him up the pecking order any chance. I mean, does anyone else think that he should get a chance in the league? For me, I'd find it very hard to see where he comes in, especially if we do get Reuter in. I don't see where he comes in this season anyway. Rodrigo's header, Greenwood cross. Yeah, that was a good goal to get us back in. And I've already talked about our second goal. But the handball, man, you know what? I'm going to get Joel Bagan, man. That was tremendous. Listen, I know it was annoying at the time, and it was very annoying, but hey, he saved that so smoothly. And if they had won, he's getting a pat on the back, isn't he? But yeah, and then we missed the pen from Rodrigo. Good save from the goalkeeper for me, not a poor penalty. And I also noted Nanto was getting absolutely kicked out there today. I don't know if anyone else seen, like, he's going to need a nice ice bath after this game today. Is that? Oh, this is beautiful. Come on now, get the job done at Ellen Road. Jody's saying Boreham Wood or Accrington in the next round. This is what I want. I want these kind of games up until the final couple rounds when you get drawn the big boys. Oh, come on, cup run. It's still on. Angus, you're still getting your cup run. Wait a minute, is it away? Away, yeah. I mean, oh yeah. I mean, FA Cup and away times for Leeds United haven't been kind to us in the last like 10 or so years. But come on, we can do this. We can do this. Get the job done in the replay, I say. Yeah, I mean, listen, that's my main notes for today. You know, I would, in all seriousness, people were talking about Aronson earlier. I would take him out of the Villa game. I think it is time for him to have a rest, and I think it's time to give him a breather because he played out more out wide today, and again, he still wasn't being effective. I think he does need a little break. I'm not giving up hope on Brendan Aronson because that seems to be the thing where people lose a bit of form and all of a sudden there's to be discarded. No, I think he's still going to come good. He's just going for a real rough patch right now. Ben Tilson, love the positivity. I wonder if you're being sarcastic or not. I'm just calling it how I saw it today, Ben. Obviously, it wasn't good overall to draw 2-2 to that Cardiff City team. It wasn't good, but you got to give some credit where it's due when the changes are made. Jesse's made the changes and the substitutes have made the difference today. Nate saying, I feel like Aronson not playing in the World Cup has affected him. I don't know. I'm not sure, Nate, but it hasn't been good from him since his return, has it? No, someone asked if Harrison played today. He didn't play today. He failed a fitness test. Alison saying that she called the correct score. Shout out to you. Mark saying he doesn't look well. Aronson looks so pasty. Needs some weight. And everyone keeps on talking about his weight. It's a funny one for me with that because Imagine like Messi having to put on weight back when he was ripping it up. I don't really buy that. I just feel like he needs to be a bit smarter with his movement. And I think he doesn't get so congested when he's playing right. I think when he's playing in the middle, he absolutely like he gets crushed a lot, doesn't he? Or he just falls over a little bit too easily. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Joe Mark saying I'd accept 5 million for Jaffe now. Damn, 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 damn. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Ishtar saying player full best 11 at Ellen Road and we will roll Cardiff. Listen, I think maybe a couple changes to this lineup today, and I think we beat them. I would honestly start Drameh from the start, no questions asked. I would put him in from the beginning and let him have a run from the start. Um, I do feel like the starting lineup today was more than capable and should have been more than capable, I should say, of beating Cardiff today. But it is what it is, guys. Robbie, yeah, please. Yeah, there's over 450 of you in the building. Thank you for joining me. Please hit a like on the video today. And obviously, after this one, please go and check out my video from earlier today in regards to the new incoming striker. If he comes, if he comes. Jamie Miller, this bloody club are going to be the death of me. Yeah, it's mad. It's there's nothing like it, man. There's nothing like supporting Leeds. It's you just go through a whole range of emotions. It's absolutely insane. I'm sure if we didn't score that equalizer, there'll be a lot more venom in the chat right now. But because we've got the equalizer, it kind of just has mellowed everybody out. And I think we kind of deserved it towards the end of the game. I definitely don't think we deserve to lose. But yeah, let's have a look. Just going through some more of your comments. Uh, Gavin Parry saying sell Harrison. Interesting. Interesting. I did get a couple comments about Harrison now. Once this new player comes in, where does that leave him? Does it leave him quite expendable with the form of Nanto? Because does he get in ahead of Nanto or Sinistero when he comes back? I don't know. I don't know. Benny Hawkins is saying also Drameh number one right back. Yeah. Listen, it sounds like a lot of you are liking the look of Drameh. Is it that he just looks more composed with on the ball? Is that what it is? Let me know. Let me know because I'm very interested. Because like I said, I don't dislike Christensen and he does try hard, but the quality isn't there at this point in time. It's not. He's not there. Yeah, Darren, absolutely. Nanto is first choice. Yeah. Who was your man of the match today, people? Let me know. Let me know. Just in regards to the drama shouts, JTEX is saying, yes, he's miles better on the ball than Rasmus. Yeah. Lewis is always saying he looked nothing special to me. Chat sounds like he's world class. John Knox is saying Drameh, Christensen, Dallas, Ailing. Man, still forget that Dallas had another operation, didn't he? So I don't even know if he's going to come back. I think it was a minor one, but I don't even know if he's going to come back this season. Marching on podcast saying no cages because he's actually built like a fullback and isn't scared to run forward, unlike Rasmus, who's built like a short centre back. Fair. Right. So man of the match shouts here. Nanto all day long. Ray also agrees. Katrina says Nanto too. Jack, it's not a bad shout. Rodrigo is probably man of the match. Everyone else is inexperience showed. Yeah, inexperience hype. But I did think Rodrigo did make a big difference when he came on, definitely. But yeah, I think overall for me, barring that naughty dive, Nanto was my man of the match too. Yeah, Ash, he took it back. He took it back. Oh, Ishtar coming with that TV commentator hype of Perkins man of the match for scoring a goal. Wow. Oh, a couple ones. Joe Mark says Perkins too. All right, all right. Shane is saying, yes, Cage, I hope you're a good mate. Need to progress in this cup. Some progression could boost confidence in the league. Absolutely. We're in no position, by the way, to lose games, even against Cardiff. I think it would actually be more of a soul destroyer if we had lost to Cardiff today, knowing how many changes they'd made and how many games previously they hadn't scored in. I think it's at least 3. You know, we can't afford to be losing that. Hopefully, this kind of performance, especially towards the end, has galvanized them a little bit, gives them a bit of confidence going into the Villa game. That's all you can hope for. Let's have a look. Somebody's saying check. Okay, hold on a minute. Sorry, I'm just checking a message here. There's nothing here. There's nothing there, people. Okay, no worries, no worries. But yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, there's not much else I can say on the game. Does anybody else have anything else to add just before we get out of here? And once again, please hit a like on the video. And if you're watching the replay, please hit a like also. Dave is saying Verba is the future captain of the team. I still go Tyler Adams for me. I think that he's probably the captain I would choose. But you can see it just by today's little cameo performance by Verba, he's definitely got leadership skills, and he can definitely play a bit too, which is the main thing for me. Leeds is saying Marshall still got to go. Okay, no problem. Yeah, Ben saying some Furpo. This is Furpo love. This is what Furpo love looks like. Furpo was okay, actually. I agree. There you go. Katrina too. Furpo did all right today. In the second half, I will say, not good in the first half. Positionally, not good in the first half. Wasn't tracking people properly, but he did. He got better in the second half. He was the best of the four starting defenders, easily for me as well. Ishtar was just saying Cardiff defended well. They did defend well because even in our period where we was on top for 20 minutes, we didn't really have any clear-cut chances. I know Somerville had one where he's leaning back and it went over, but yeah, they did defend all right. But this team should have still been able to do a bit more damage to that Cardiff team, in my opinion, anyway. Shane. Hey, Shane is saying nothing but facts here. Shane is saying side the left back, central defender, played him in midfield, go football. He did say he'd play in the six when needed, though. Oh man. Michael Key saying new striker for the replay. We'll see. We'll see when it's done. You know, the German journalist did say that he expects it done by Wednesday. Hopefully so. Hopefully so. I don't know if I would play him in this one. I think I'd probably save him for the league. But hey, it's a good game for him at home, isn't it? Replay at home against Cardiff, who probably will make a lot of changes again. Probably a good shout. Was it? Did Mars sit on a bucket? I didn't see that. I have to pull the Arsene Wenger here. I didn't see it. I didn't see that. David. Another 4 years of Llorente. Oh God. I know. Yeah, Byron. Yeah, I've already mentioned Pascal Strout, but Byron just saying Strout was absolutely terrible and slow. Yeah, he was not good today. Not good. Low D is asking though, and this is a good one for the chat and people in the comments after the video. How long does Marsh last any longer? And I feel the worst. The only thing I'd say there is, unless we're doing a Chelsea, you know, when Tuchel bought in Aubameyang and then they sacked him anyway because they said that it wasn't particularly for Thomas Tuchel. We've just bought in Verba, and I'm assuming Jesse's had some input in Reuter as well. I don't know if he's going to be sacked anytime soon. That's why I think they're making the adjustments in getting the recruitment in, so it avoids any need to change a manager. That's just the feeling I'm getting right now. Jesse is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but the players he's brought in have been the better players overall. But I don't know because he's done a few things for me that have made me just scratch my head. I don't know. Who knows? We're just gonna have to see. Maybe the transfer window will shut and he'll get sacked at the end of February. No, no one would do that. No one would do that. No. AG is saying Marsh needs to get his own players in. He does, absolutely. Lewis, though, is saying the squad is poor, won't make a difference unless we get Pep. Darren, yeah, still don't know what is our tactics. There is no build-up play, just scrambling around. Yeah, I mean, I mentioned this when on the 0-0 draw against Newcastle, and a lot of people didn't really like that I was giving them any constructive criticism. But there is a lot of time where the players don't look like they know each other. That happens a lot in our team, but today I didn't see that. Today I thought they were a lot better in that way. I just think that when the goals went in, they just let the game get on top of them. But that is a long-standing Leeds mentality thing. That is nothing new. Richie Holmes saying lack of creativity and a final ball. Yeah, I mean, listen, I do think we're getting a bit of creativity from Somerville and Nanto. I think we're getting a fair bit actually from those two. But the final ball absolutely is an issue, Richie. We do need to get better with that. There was a time as well. Oh God, great chance made by Rodrigo today, by the way. And or is it Mateo Joseph just like put it wide from point blank range? Yeah, the ball was a bit behind him, but you got to get that on target. That's what I mean. We do create chances, but it's the final action. Key, so key. Oh, Paul. Hey, Paul, usual armchair luck criticizing the manager. We're all armchair fans, Paul. All of us, whether it's good or bad, we're all armchair managers. Oh, man. Michael Brown just adding here, Nanto and Rodrigo were top class in the second half, despite Rodrigo missing the pen. Yeah, Rodrigo missing the pen doesn't dampen his performance for me. I thought he was very, very good when he came on. And again, I thought his penalty was good. I don't think it was a poor pen. Keeper goes the other way, that thing's like hitting the net hard. So, yeah, I thought he made the difference. But that's what we should be doing. That shouldn't be anything that's a secret. A Premier League club coming with a £27 million asset off the bench should definitely be making a difference. And he did that. Jarvis is saying he should have took off Aronson a lot earlier. He should have. Again, this is something that Jesse, even though Aronson is his guy, he does need to just put him on the bench just for a couple games, I think. Give the guy some time to reset. But yeah, listen, people. Well, we've gone over 30 minutes on the third round FA Cup game. Listen, I hope you've enjoyed the show. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Like the video. Best way to help the channel, and it's free, of course. You know, and it helps creators like myself to get seen by even more people, which is the key of what we do this for. Listen, 2-2 draw. We take the replay. Get that nice fourth round draw. I want that fourth round draw, people. Please give me that. And yeah, we go again in the next game. I'll be back at some point next week with a stream. We're either going to be announcing a sign-in or not. There'll be stuff to talk about next week. So just hit the notification bell and you'll know when I'm going live. You'll absolutely know when I'm going live. So loved your company today twice. And again, earlier video today, if you didn't see that, if you didn't tune into that, please go back and watch that live stream in regards to Ruta, who could be signing for us next week for 30 million euros. Yeah, I'm going to end it there. Love to everybody. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.